It's okay to double dip kasi ako lang naman mag-isa. Oops! Hey everyone! Today I have a special treat. Not only will I be doing a recipe, but I will be doing 2 recipes. I will be making Korean fried chicken and the cheese dip to go along with it. So please tune in. For our cheese sauce, you need the following ingredients. We need butter, we need flour, a blend of cheeses. So I'm using shredded mozzarella and some cheddar cheese. I have Chiz Wiz and I have a small can of evaporated milk. So I have with me, I think, a tablespoon of butter. So I will just put half a tablespoon of flour. Tapos, lulutuin ko lang siya saglit. Like maybe for a minute. So I think okay na ako sa pagkaluto ng roux mixture ko. Lalagyan ko na ng milk. Remember to mix really thoroughly. Kasi, as I said, magkaka-lumps siya if not. So, gawin nyo na lang, pakonti-konti yung paglagay ng milk. So, I have a pack of Chiz Wiz with me. So, hindi ko ilalahat yung Chiz Wiz. Perhaps I'll just use half. Because again, this is a solo serving. So, ikaw na bahala kung anong klaseng cheeses yung gagamitin mo. But I suggest using cheeses na soft. So, hindi yung mga matitigas na cheese like Parmesan cheese. I will now add the rest of my cheeses. So, as I said, I'm using some shredded mozzarella and some cheddar cheese. Yung mozzarella, we bought a kilo of mozzarella kasi mas cheap siya pag bibilin mo siya in bulk. So, this mozzarella has been with us since Christmas. Madami na siyang dishes na paglagyan. So, super sulit na siya. So, we would just let this cool. So, habang niluluto natin yung Korean fried chicken, the cheese sauce is already cooling. Tapos, as it cools, it becomes thicker. So, mas masaya yung consistency niya. Kasi, for doing a cheese dip for this kind of chicken that I would do, super yummy niya if mas parang thick and creamy, diba? Super yummy. And the good news is, if you make more of this cheese sauce, this will be great for other recipes. So, I could also put this in mac and cheese, or I could put this in nachos. So my mixture is starting to be really smooth and it's starting to thicken. So I'll get it off the heat. Tapos, hintayin na natin siya lumamig. So our cheese dip is done. Now, let's take care of the actual Korean chicken. For the Korean chicken, you need the following ingredients. First, of course, you need chicken. So I'm using boneless chicken thighs for this recipe. Kasi this recipe has to be really juicy, so I'm using chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. But if you're on a diet, you could use chicken breast. But if you're on a diet, I suggest not doing this recipe kasi this is really not a recipe para sa mga nagda-diet. I also have a mixture here of the breading. So this is what I'm using. Papakita ko sa inyo. So I'm using the Ottogi frying mix. I'm not sure if I butchered the pronunciation. So for the liquid batter, I put 1 part of this frying mix to 1 part water. Pero ikaw na lang bahalang magtansya if you think that it's getting too thin. So in my case, I'm quite happy with this consistency. So parang pancake consistency ba? Then another ingredient is the same. So it's still the Ottogi frying mix. Pero this time I put it in a plate and hindi ko siya hinalo sa water. And then the chicken I seasoned with salt, pepper, and lemon. So you could drop all your chicken in the wet batter. Tapos you just coat it, tapos you drop it to the dry mixture. Pwede rin namang paisa-isa kung masipag ka, but I'm not masipag. So dunk everything there. and pray for the best. I love this breading mixture kasi it makes my life so much easier. So, hindi ko na kailangan magtansya kung ano yung ratio ng flour to baking powder, to water, to eggs. It's ready made for you. Tapos, not only can you use it as a batter, but you could also use it as the actual breading, which we will do. This will give it like a super crunchy texture, as in swear, super crunchy niya. So now that it's thoroughly mixed, kukunin ko na siya isa-isa and then i-dip ko na siya dun sa dry mixture. And then I'll continue to do this until I have a lot, para naman sabay-sabay na silang ma-fry. So, since we're using chicken thighs and they're boneless, super bilis lang maluto nito. So, last year, I went on a solo travel to Korea. Tapos, near my Airbnb, there's like a traditional market. Tapos, they sell chicken. Sobrang sarap. Like, if you go there, there will be lots of chicken. Tapos, it's freshly cooked, super crispy. Nothing that I've had here in the Philippines. Sobrang unique experience talaga siya. Gosh, these look so yummy. As in, sobrang crispy niya. I wish I could hear the sound. Pero later, pagkakain na, I'm sure maririnig niyo kung gaano siya ka-crispy. I'm done cooking all my chicken. I'm so proud of what I've done. Tignan niyo, oh. It's a mountain of chicken. Grabe, sobrang dami. I only used 3 chicken thighs. Tapos ganyang kadami yung na-yield niya. So now, let's prepare the sauce. So when I was in Korea, yung nagtitinda ng chicken, they have so many kinds of chicken. So if you look at their stall, sobrang iba-iba siya. Like, I think there's cheese chicken, there's mustard chicken, there's spicy chicken, there's medium spicy chicken. As in, parang almost all flavors you can think of, meron sila. So, ang dami talaga, kasi iba-iba yung pagpipilian mo. Unfortunately, I can't really communicate very well kasi I don't know how to speak Korean. So, I just really chose what I feel I would like. So, I think that time, I just chose cheese chicken saka spicy chicken. And originally, for Korean fried chicken, they use gochujang to spice up the chicken. Pero since this is more like my take on the Korean fried chicken, I've prepared sriracha sauce. Actually, I asked my mom to prepare the sriracha sauce. For the salted egg chicken, I'm using salted egg powder, basil. So I'm using dried basil. But if I have fresh basil, I also use that. So, fry mo lang yung basil, then you mix it sa mixture. Grabe, super sarap niya. Then you use chili powder and red pepper flakes. So, yun lang. Tapos you mix it. And then you coat your chicken with this salted egg powder. So, toss mo lang until everything is fully coated. If you want yung lalagyan na may takip, pwede rin naman. So there you have it. So that's the first kind of chicken. That's the salted egg chicken. So, para may paandar naman ako, ilalagay natin yung chicken dito sa mga small paper cups. There you go. So, ito yung first chicken natin. So this is the salted egg chicken. Tapos, let's prepare a second one. For the second one, I want a plain kind of chicken. Kasi, since we're dipping it in the cheese, parang gusto ko lang malaman kung ano yung feeling ko, like, if it's plain chicken, diba? So, this is not entirely plain. Kasi nga, I mentioned that I seasoned the chicken with salt, pepper, and lemon. So, somehow, may flavor na yung chicken. So, this is sort of the salt and pepper chicken. I don't know who would want this. Meron ba kayong kilala? Like, anyone who would go to Frankie's, tapos order, excuse me, pa-order nga po ng salt and pepper chicken. Like, who would do that? Right? Diba? Parang ang weird. Tapos, yung last kind ng chicken natin is the sriracha chicken. So, as I said, I've had my mom prepare the sriracha sauce. So, as I mentioned, it's super simple. So, you just bring it sa heat, tapos maglalagay ka nga lang ng 1 part butter, 1 part honey, and 2 parts sriracha. Tapos, you just coat the chicken. For this flavor, I would suggest eating it immediately. para hindi kumunat yung chicken. Imagine mo, pinaghirapan mo siyang luto-lutuin, di ba? Tapos kukunat lang siya kaagad. So, for this mixture, I would prefer to eat it immediately. So, traditionally, this is served with a barbecue stick. So, streets, if you buy it in Korea, you could buy it like this. So, parang you could walk around, tapos tutusok-tusukan mo lang siya, then susubo ka. So convenient, grabe. So that you could see how stretchy it is. Ayan, no, you could see, oh my gosh, it's so cheesy. Let's try it. Oh my god. Can you hear the crunch? Grabe, super creamy yung cheese sauce. I think it's the evaporated milk. In fairness kay salt and pepper, masarap siya. Pero I think it's because of the cheese. Now, let's try the sriracha chicken. Di ko sure kung gaano kaanghang to. Okay, a bit spicy. Kaya ako gumawa ng cheese sauce para I think it would complement the heat. So somehow it would dull the heat of the chicken. Guys, look how cheesy that is. Grabe, it's so bagay. Because there's so much heat here, the cheese really helps eliminate the heat. Ang sarap, grabe. Now let's try the salted egg chicken. Try ko muna siya without the dip. On its own, kasi masarap na talaga siya. The salted egg flavor really shines. Pero, since this is an episode that we're talking about the dip, try na rin natin siya with the dip. Okay, so ayan. Look how cheesy that is. I like the salted egg chicken, pero it's not meant to be dipped because it's cheese dip. Kasi, it's already so flavorful on its own. Parang overkill na. Swear. So, super overkill na siya if you still dip it in the cheese sauce. So, for me, if you want the salted egg flavor to shine, eat it on its own. So, wag mo na siyang i-dip dun sa cheese. As for salt and pepper, S&P, hello! Masarap siya. Kasi, the salt and pepper is just really subtle. So, cheese really makes it shine more. Super favorite, sriracha chicken with the cheese sauce. Swear, they're the perfect match. So, the spice and the richness, super like a party in your mouth. As in, ganun yung feeling. Kaya super sarap niya. Which means, I will eat it again. So that's pretty much it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will give it a try at home. Please give it a chance. Super dali lang gawin ng cheese sauce, super dali lang gawin ng chicken, and everything is so good. You don't have to go out, you don't have to go out of the country to enjoy such snacks. As usual, the link to the recipe is in the description box below. So please go ahead and check it out, share with your family and friends, feed them some good food. Please follow me on all my socials. Instagram at totallyalvin, TikTok at totallyalvin, and facebook.com/totallyalvin. See you again next week. Bye!